Here are 7 mistakes to watch out for if you or someone you know or love is involved in a car crash. So, number one, make sure you don't leave too soon. If police are coming, make sure that the police give you or your loved ones permission to leave the scene. Otherwise, you should remain there until the police are done doing their investigation, asking questions, things like that. Obviously, if someone has a medical emergency and they need to go to the hospital right away, take them to the hospital, go to the hospital, whatever you need to do to take care of yourself medically. But if it's not a medical emergency, make sure that the police have arrived, they've done their job before anyone leaves the scene of the crash. Number two, don't admit fault. Don't tell anyone, police officer, the other driver, anyone, that the crash was your fault, or have your loved ones tell anyone that the crash was their fault, even if it was or they think it was. Do not admit fault. Don't say, I'm sorry I caused the crash. It's good to check in on other people, see if they're injured, find out if they're injured, provide assistance if you can, but do not apologize and do not admit fault to anyone at the scene of the crash. Number three, people refuse to call police or don't call police to a crash because they think it's a minor injury or a minor crash. Not a good idea. If there's any damage at all, if there's any possibility that someone is injured, call the police. It can actually be a crime, or at least get a ticket if police are not called to a scene if there is a certain amount of damage done. So make sure that someone calls the police. So don't make that mistake. Number four, common mistake is not getting enough information while you're at the scene. I have another video on what type of information to get while you're there, but you want to make sure that you at least get the names and contact information and insurance company names of anyone else that was involved in the crash. Mistake number five, and this probably won't happen at the scene of the crash, but could happen shortly thereafter, is talking too much to the other driver's insurance company. They will take and use anything you say or your loved ones say to them and use it against them. Be careful of recorded statements. Generally speaking, it's best to talk to a lawyer before communicating with the insurance company for the other driver, especially if it's their fault. Sometimes you have no choice if it's making arrangements to have cars towed, repairs done, things like that. If that's necessary, limit it to that. Don't talk about how the crash happened. Certainly don't tell them that it was your fault. Mistake number six is not seeking medical attention. This is very common. Sometimes people aren't injured, or sometimes the injuries aren't obvious right away. Adrenaline kicks in. Some types of injuries like back pain, neck pain, things like that don't start right away. They set the onset hours or even days later. Don't wait to go to the doctor. Go to the emergency room, get checked out, and make sure you or your loved ones are okay. Mistake number seven, people post about crashes on their social media. It's very easy to go to Facebook, go to Instagram, go to Twitter, some other social media account, and talk about it, or go to Snapchat. Avoid doing that. Be careful doing that, because you don't know if you're going to say something that you might regret later on. It's best not to talk about the crash, not post pictures of the crash, things like that on social media until you've talked to an attorney first. So please avoid those 7 mistakes.